San Francisco is a sanctuary city, but reminds my sons to cower. Cower. Before colonial religion, before land-grabbing industry, all are welcome, some of us on our backs. San Francisco, panned out of mud and water, now curls in mythology, seductive and moral on the Bay Shore, and smiling wears a diamond necklace of winning the West down Market Street. If you will not kneel, you will be kneeled. If you will not submit, you will be cast in bronze, submitted. Our skins are still traded for treasure at City Hall in San Francisco.
Early Days shows a vaquero, Spanish for Mexican cowboy, a missionary, and a Native American. According to critics, the statue represents the conquest of California and the oppression of Native Americans.
What it represents is white supremacy, basically. We have the power over the people who used to be here.
We have literally put genocidal behavior toward Native people on a pedestal with that statue.
If art is to be allegorical, it's also meant to instruct people on the proper position of people within society. And that's what that statue says to me, that there are people who are at a higher level of society and there are people that are in obvious lower position in society, and that bothers me.
So the Pioneer Monument was built at the end of the 19th century, and it was placed in a location at Market Street, a little bit south from where it is now. And when the main library, the new main library, was built in the 1990s, it was moved from that location to the location it is now. And at that time when it was moved, there was actually a lot of controversy about the Early Days statue, and there was a big campaign to remove that piece of the monument as part of it being relocated. And at the time, the city officials felt that the right thing to do was just to put up a plaque.
90% of the time, it's overgrown and impossible to see. So you can't read it, even if you wanted to.
When we went to the Art Commission the first time, that was their solution to not removing the statue at that time, was to put the plaque there. Obviously, nobody looks at the plaque. Nobody sees the plaque. It's not accessible. You really can't see it. We went to the Art Commission. The Art Commission this time unanimously said, yes, we believe the statue should come down. So we went through the Human Rights Commission. We did a petition drive. We went to the historic preservation people, and they said, yes, at this time the statue should come down. So we went through the process. And then one person from Petaluma submitted an appeal to the Board of Appeals. And the Board of Appeals determined that the statue should not come down.
Because one white male from Petaluma decided that, no, this is not okay, I'm going to appeal it. The Board of Appeals agreed with that one person.
Exactly how is it that it is acceptable for someone from another city to decide what kind of art we have up? That bothers me. A statue is a part of a conversation. A frozen moment in the discussion. Is conquest the point you want to freeze in memory? Leopold's statue head down in the garbage dump. Conquest recorded in bronze between the main library, the Asian Art Museum. Our songs are birds singing. Our songs that navigate, that heal, but our mouths are stuffed with stone and bronze. Oh, I could tell you exactly when I started having to write poetry about it. That started the evening after they made the decision to not grant the permit to move the statue. So I read the first of my poems about it. I think I'm on day 26. Somebody asked me, did I think I would run out of things to say? I'm afraid there's 500 years of material.
The culture of the dominant society makes it almost impossible for young Native people to believe that they should even exist in this country.
For me, progress is things changing to meet the current needs. I think a culture is dead when it stops being able to shift.
I think in moving forward, I think it's also shown how racist San Francisco could be. I think a lot of times San Francisco, people feel like, oh, we're so diverse, you know, we're progressive, we're at the brink of all the great legislation. But it looks really bad that we're behind southern cities who are taking down racist statue.
I think that we actually have been going backwards, and I haven't seen very much progress lately. And it worries me because what I have seen is divisiveness. What I've seen is people fighting with one another that didn't used to fight with one another.
This isn't just a Native issue. This is an issue for everybody to think about how we want to what we believe in, what stands in San Francisco Civic Center, and what do we stand for.